This is Solid Signal's exclusive review of the MyGica ATSC MiniUSB stick. This is a little device about the size of a flash drive that lets you get live TV and even have DVR function right on your computer. Start with high quality retail packaging that tells you exactly what you're going to be looking for. This is a decent quality product from the very beginning, even before you unbox it. You do need to actually install the software from a CD, but once you've installed it, you don't need that CD anymore. So you could, for example, rip it to a USB flash drive if you need to, if you have somebody else who's got a CD drive and you don't. Otherwise, what you get in the box is the device itself, a cute little remote, USB extender in case it doesn't quite fit inside your computer, plus a little tiny antenna. You don't have to use the antenna they supply. You can actually use any antenna with an F connector, which is pretty much any antenna. The device itself is really a little bit larger than your average flash drive or a little bit smaller than your average streaming stick. It comes with a cap that can sort of protects the USB end of it, which is honestly, I would just throw that away right away because you're going to lose it and there's no reason to keep it anyway. You get this remote and there's a little app that runs that allows your PC to actually sense it using the MyGica stick. It's not much to talk about. It's just a very basic remote. Doesn't even actually have a pause button on it, even though you can pause live TV with it. You use the 7 button, which is a little bit weird, but there's a note in the manual that tells you what all the 1 through 9 buttons do if you're going to use it in DVR mode. You also get this tiny little adapter which connects to the end of the supplied antenna and gives it an F connector. If you don't use the supplied antenna, I would just connect this to the little antenna and then put them both away in the box and not worry about it ever again. Otherwise, the thing is you're never going to find this little adapter ever again if you need it. Software installation is easy. Just put in the CD and it will either pop up this starting menu or double click on the disk icon in My Computer and it'll pop it up. You will need to install both the driver and the software in order for this to work. Unfortunately, there's no option for Macintosh or Linux. The software installs very easily, but here's a note for anybody who's using AMD switchable graphics. You're going to need to change totalmedia.exe so it's in the power saving mode, or else you won't get any picture at all. I learned that the hard way. The Total Media app starts up and it looks a little bit weird in full screen mode, but what you want to do is just go straight into TV. Once you do that, the wizard walks you through setup, and it's actually extremely easy to do. It searches for channels, but I will give you a bit of advice. It takes about 15 minutes to completely search for channels. Be patient and don't use your computer at all while it's doing this. Once it's done though, I found that the tuner was actually very sensitive. It gives you the option, do you want to use the digital EPG? Well, of course you do, unless for some reason you're not connected to the internet. Once you're done with setup, going to live TV is very easy. Now before you do anything else, go back to the home menu and just mouse up to the upper left hand corner and press the little house button. Go into the setup and turn time shifting on. Otherwise you won't be able to pause live TV. From there you get a full electronic program guide, you can watch live TV in full high definition, and you can set up recordings. You don't even need to have this app running in order for recordings to work. It just kind of does it in the background. Honestly, my experience with this particular unit was excellent. I was not expecting a lot, and yes, I understand that the manual itself is sort of written in Chinese English, but once you get it going, it's going to give you a lot of power for the money. I give this one a thumbs up.